Uniform Civil Code debate is once again at the center of all political headlines after Prime Minister Narendra Modi referred to the issue while addressing constituents in Bhopal. Now, for the first time, the UCC debate this year was brought to the center stage after the current Law Commission sought public opinion and gave a 30-day window. His predecessors, the current Law Commission's predecessors, had said that the time was not conducive, but the Prime Minister's reference, he specifically asked, how can a family be governed by two sets of rules? And that analogy has really set the speculations rolling whether Uniform Civil Code would be brought in before the next elections. Now, what does UCC really mean? It means common law for all citizens for purpose of marriage, divorce, adoption, inheritance, child custody and alimony. This is being protested by those who want their personal laws to continue. Asaduddin Owaisi, for example, has said that I challenge Prime Minister Modi to abolish the Hindu undivided family and also rules that govern Sikh civic issues. Bhupesh Baghel, who's the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, has said that how are tribals going to get affected? So they're all, the opposition leaders are all raising questions. But let me just take you through the history behind this UCC debate. What really is the history? Why is this being debated? For once, it is being debated because it is going to give a huge fillip to women's rights as far as personal laws are concerned, be it in the Muslim personal laws, be it in the Christian personal laws. Women group have always said that they are discriminatory in nature. UCC could be something in favor of gender rights. The argument in favor of UCC is also that Supreme Court has spoken for a legislation to bring in UCC. The Supreme Court in multiple judgments has spoken in favor of, giving women their due, which is denied to them in personal law. Article 44, this is the article which deals with directive principles. So even though it is not binding, but nevertheless, Article 44 does say that states must secure for all citizens a uniform civil code. So those who are in favor of UCC keep quoting that. There has been a lot of debate on this in the Constituent Assembly as well. There were questions asked as to why UCC should not be brought in. Ultimately, the Constituent Assembly debates, if you go through them, you will see that B.R. Ambedkar also said that, this will have to wait. Maybe gradually it can be brought in. The debate largely there was some members wondering, disagreeing whether UCC can coexist with personal laws, others saying that it must replace it. So that is where, UCC was as far as the Constituent Assembly debates are concerned. But those who are opposing the UCC, what is the argument really for the UCC not to be brought in? The first thing that those who are opposed to a uniform civil code are saying is that Constitution allows each Indian to practice his or her religion, his or her faith. So by bringing in UCC, you are denying that right that has been given to them. I'll tell you in a short while what those rights are. UCC would be in contravention to Article 25 and Article 29, also Article 14, which gives you the right to equality. So all these rights which are given to you under the Constitution will be taken away if UCC is brought in. That is one of the arguments being made. By uniform law, majoritarian government wants to impose Hindu law is the charge that is being made. Because when you say uniform civil code, which civil code are you going to accept? Whose personal law are you going to accept? And that's what those who are against UCC are saying, that this is a majoritarian government and in the garb of UCC, they want to bring in a law or a code which is acceptable to Hindus only, and that's why it is unfair to the other religions. Constituent Assembly saw debates on difference between Hindu laws as well. That's what they are also referring to, those who are opposed to, saying that if you see the Constituent Assembly debates, there are clear, questions being asked that within the Hindu personal law also, there is no one code that is acceptable. There are divisions. Even criminal laws, that's another argument, that even for criminal laws, IPC, CRPC is codified, but there also in some states the rule for anticipatory bail is different. In some other states, that is different. So if in codified criminal law there is no uniformity, how are you thinking of a uniform civil code for the entire country? So that's the other argument that is being made. But one thing is very clear, that gender right group, be it in the Muslim community, be it in the Catholic community, most of them are in favor of, some code being brought in, which really helps them get over the personal laws which they consider discriminatory towards their gender. So the government has really started the consultation process. All India Muslim Personal Law Board has come out and said that we are opposed to it. Most other groups politically are also divided. So the debate is on. Whether this will be brought in, how soon it will be brought in, is the big question that we are waiting an answer for.